Hi there. Are you wondering what awaits us in the near future and what we should be preparing for? In order to raise the curtain a little bit from this mystery, we have prepared a selection of the most likely events to occur before 2050 and most likely will become part of our everyday life. 2020 – Completion of the tallest building in the world. The desire of the wealthy Saudis is to get even closer to the sky, and once again, prove to the globe that size does matter, can be realized in 2020. Today, the tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa skyscraper in Dubai, with a height of 2,722 feet. But by 2020, the second largest city of Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, will have completed the King Tower. Its height, together with the spire, will be 3,281 feet. 2020. The first space hotel will open. The private company Bigelow Aerospace has been thinking about how to equip near-Earth orbit, namely, to place on it the first space hotel for 6 people. As you may know, it's not yet necessary to count on easy access for tickets to space. 2021. The launch of the James Webb Space Telescope. New telescope James Webb is the result of joint work of 17 countries, along with NASA, as well as the European and Canadian space agencies. The installation, equipped with a heat shield the size of a tennis court and a modular mirror with a diameter of 21.4 feet, will be launched in the spring of 2021. James Webb will be able to broadcast a high-quality image at a speed of 28 megabits per second from a distance of 930,000 miles from us and record objects with the Earth's temperature within a radius of 15 light-years. 2022. End of construction of the Giant Magellan Telescope with a mirror with a diameter of 80.4 feet. It will begin work in test mode by 2024 and reveal its full potential in 2026. The GMT will have a resolution 10 times higher than that of the Hubble telescope, and this will allow astronomers to discover new exoplanets with less difficulty, to study their spectrum, the properties of dark matter, and dark energy. 2022. The United States and Europe passed the first laws governing the relationships of humans and robots. According to Ray Kurzweil, Google's technical director, the speed of development of robotics and machine intelligence will require a special control system from humanity. After 3 years, he believes the activities of robots, their rights, duties, and other restrictions will be prescribed by law. Maybe someday we will even see a robot protest march. 2024. SpaceX rocket will go to Mars. This time, Elon Musk will be the center of attention with his irresistible desire to take humanity away from home. Since he is sure that there is particularly no time left for Earthlings, he proposes to begin preparations already from 2024 and plans to go to Mars in 2026. 2025. If Musk does not take out all the people to Mars, then according to UN forecasts, the population of the planet will be 8 billion people. 2026. Sagrada Familia Cathedral in Barcelona will be completed. This unique cathedral began to be built in 1883. One of the main obstacles is the complexity of the architectural forms of stone blocks, each of which is customized and processed individually. In spite of the fact that the construction has already been built in total for 130 years, work continues in accordance with the plan. 2027. Smart clothes will give a person superpowers. The most obvious example, according to Jane Pearson, director of the British University of Futurology, is the exoskeleton. Already today, weightlifting costumes are being developed by many companies. But the futurologist also foreshadows the emergence of other types of intellectual clothing, like leggings that facilitate walking and running, or a polymer gel Spider-Man costume able to increase physical strength. According to Pearson, artificial limbs will continue to grow and reach the point where people will be completely satisfied with the fusion of technology and body. 2028. The complete transition of mankind to solar energy. According to the forecast of the same Kurzweil, by 2028 solar energy will become so cheap and common that it can satisfy all the energy needs of humanity. 2029. The asteroid Apophis approaches Earth at 25,000 miles. According to the initial estimates of astrophysicists, the probability of a collision of this asteroid with the Earth in 2029 was 2.7%. So, friends, we cannot worry and listen to futurologists further. 2030. By the end of the 30s, Kurzweil believes that for $1,000, you can buy a device that is more predictive than a human brain. In the same time interval, figurative thinking will already be available to computers. A personal robot capable of complex autonomous actions will become as familiar as a smartphone. 2035. 3D printing of organs and buildings. Recently, using a giant 3D printer, the Chinese company Winson printed 10 houses in one day at the cost of $5,000 each. And apparently, the relevance of such houses will only grow. And not only houses, but to print any body, by this time, it will be possible right in the hospital. 2036. The probes will go to explore Alpha Centauri. As part of the Breakthrough Starshot project, the nearest star Proxima Centauri b is supposed to send a fleet of small spaceships equipped with a solar cell. It will take them about 20 years to reach the Alpha Centauri system and about 5 more years to report to Earth about the successful arrival. 2037. Launch of the International Thermonuclear Reactor. At the moment, this project is considered the most expensive in the world. The cost has taken over 3 times that of the Large Hadron Collider. The construction of the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor is to be completed in December 2024. This will be followed by a 10-year period of acceleration, testing, and licensing of the facility. If the preliminary expectations are met by 2037, the next step will be the creation of the first demo fusion reactor capable of generating a mass of cheap non-stop electricity. It would be a pity if this is not needed because of cheap solar energy. 2045. The arrival of the era of technological singularity. According to Ray Kurzweil, sooner or later technical progress will become so complex that it will be inaccessible for human control and understanding. The integration of humanity with the machine, he believes, will lead to the emergence of a new type of person and will become inevitable by 2045. Like Kurzweil, Pearson believes that theoretically this is possible, but not to divide his optimism. If by 2045 we can unite the efforts of the brain and the computer, we can turn ourselves into semi-human half-men without any particular problems. But even if the technology is implemented, I don't think we will be delighted with robotized soldiers, with super intelligent or stupid officials connected to smart machines. 2048. Moratorium on the development of Antarctica loses its force. According to the Antarctic Treaty of 1961, all the territorial claims on this continent were frozen, and Antarctica itself was declared a demilitarized zone. Mining on the 6th continent is currently prohibited, but after 2048, the mineral agreement may be revised. Scientists warn that due to the current political activity around the Antarctic, the line between military and civilian activities will be erased long before the time comes to revise treaties on the continent. 2050. If we manage to avoid a global world conflict, then the population of the Earth will approach the mark of 10 billion, and the average life expectancy will grow to 76 years. Well, what's next? Wars will involve not only land and sea, but space. Moon bases will play a crucial role in global conflicts because the moon is essentially a massive plot of underdeveloped land over which nobody has legal ownership. These bases will serve both to defend against attacks from other nations and to launch offenses. Robots that walk around and do stuff will be more common. They'll be deployed for mundane chores, as well as dangerous tasks normally undertaken by humans. For example, clean up at a disaster site. But the possibilities are really endless. For example, if you want to check out the conditions of an Irish hostel before booking a room, you might rent out a robot in Dublin and have it do the legwork for you, controlling it from your living room and receiving live video and audio from the walk-around. We'll start incorporating nanotechnology into our bodies. For example, a device in your head might eliminate the need for a computer screen by projecting images from a Skype meeting, a video game, or whatever, directly into your field of vision from within. In other words, we'll really start to become androids. That's all for today. Put like if you like this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.